Welcome to the Gray People Podcast, episode 9.
Welcome to the Gray People Podcast, where topics that people expect to be black and white are discussed by going into the gray areas. And now, your trio of hosts, Sebastian Zuniga, Reina Rivera, and Randy Felice.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Gray People Podcast. This is episode 9. Thank you for joining us again another week for another fun episode. So today we got Sean and Jana as special guests. So it's me and Reina. Sebastian's not here today. He had to take another trip to visit his other family in Vegas. Today we're going to talk about compliments. And we're going to talk about, how people take compliments. Some people expect them. Some people don't take them very well. We're just going to talk a little bit about that. But you guys want to say hello? Say what's up, Janet.
Hi, everybody.
You want to say hello? I almost call you Sebastian.
Ding.
I know you miss him, but hey, what's up, guys?
But yeah, so compliments. Who wants to get started?
All right. At work, when is there like a fine line from crossing over to compliments versus like flirting? Because I feel like I've been having that issue, being that me and Randy work in the same, place, and
that's not an issue. You make it sound like it's a problem.
Who's touching you, Randy?
Nobody. So yeah, talking about compliment at work. So when does it cross a line? When is it too much? Because obviously we work together, so a lot of the stuff I may say to somebody, "Hey, I love your hair today," or "Hey, I like your dress."
I think that's fine.
And it's obviously just a compliment. And in a way, for me, I think it's a way to try to make somebody's day, beyond the fact that maybe they are wearing a nice dress, or they did something nice to their hair.
Well, on that point too, you do manage people, so it's your job to,
build them up.
Yeah, make them feel good, make them feel more inviting. Don't get me wrong,
Yes,
even in my workplace, even though I'm not like over people, I mean, you still want to create a good environment so everyone feels welcomed and it's more of a friendly one. But Reina, what do you really mean by you don't like certain things you hear from in the workplace?
Oh, well, it's not really an issue.
I'm just kidding. I think it crosses the line when it's something specific, like you notice a new nail polish or new earrings. I don't think it's necessarily about clothes. I think that
something more personal.
Yes.
I don't know, because I noticed those things.
From a girl talking to a guy, or a guy from a girl talking to a guy.
Both.
No, because see, for me, I notice those things. Like, for example, I know certain girls at work that do specifically like to go get their nails done. So I do notice, I'm like, oh, those are shiny, those are brand new. You know what I mean?
But would you notice if I painted my nails?
Yes. Because you do it too.
Acrylic or just nail polish?
Nail polish.
Yeah, see, that's the difference. If you did like acrylic and you went and got a crazy I'll probably notice that. But obviously, like when you go from a red to a pink, I don't know if I would notice that on anybody.
Yeah,
flashy nails on fleek.
Well, yeah. I'm just saying, like I'm a pretty attentive person, not on purpose. It's just what I am.
Yeah.
So I notice things all around.
So you see what's happening here, Sean? It's our fault that we pay attention to things.
No. It's your fault that you pay attention to the wrong things. Because I think I would have a problem with it if you leave the house and you don't compliment me, but then you go complimenting other people at work. Then that's kind of fucked up.
But then we go.
Brady's always complimenting you.
Who has the ring on the finger?
Exactly.
Yeah,
we go back to I bought you a house.
So just because we're married, it means that I don't get a daily compliment. I don't get like, oh, you look beautiful today. ¿Se acabó?
¿Qué más quieres?
Yeah.
¿Cómo que qué más quiero? Que mantenga el amor vivo, por favor.
No, but obviously, I think like Sean says, there's a difference. Like for me, and as much as I can tell you, a lot of the times I do mean it when I tell people, hey, I like your dress. Hey, I like your hair. Because I do notice those things, and I do want to make him feel appreciated in that sense. And like Sean says, maybe I don't know if it's part of me just trying to uplift people at work or whatever it is. It may be embedded in me to want to do that.
I think it has a lot to do with your Caribbean heritage, that you guys are like that way.
And we are. Honestly, people and I feel
in the other cultures take it the wrong way, and they take it very seriously. Like, oh, he really noticed my hair today. Let me do my hair this way.
In DR, we will be in the corner and somebody walk by
the most.
Rubia, damn, te vi, te cambiaste el pelo. Like we noticed, oh damn, you changed your hair. But it's just because we all almost flirty to that extent.
So that brings me to my next point.
Wait,
so does Reina not know that?
Yeah.
And is it not like that for your culture? I would say you should take that the same way.
I don't.
No.
Oh, go ahead.
I feel like it is a similar, I guess, culture-wise, but I just feel like, I don't know, I guess in a personal thing, when I'm in a relationship and now that I'm married, I'm just like,
Jealousy.
any other person, like any other guy could tell me something and I'm just like, cool, thanks. But at some point it even feels like uncomfortable, honestly. Like if some guy from work is like, oh, I love your hair. And I'm like, okay, I guess, thanks.
Well, that's a
You're
cool
pretty
thing.
on
I mean,
fleek,
obviously, like,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, at least where I grew up and everything, I wouldn't say went out of our way to compliment, but if we
The
saw something we
most.
really liked, we'd be like, hey, this, and this. Just want to let you know.
you're killing
Yeah.
it. You know, do you
Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot of a culture thing.
Yeah. So now you talk about the culture thing. Like, what's a compliment? What's too much? I guess from your Mexican culture. I guess like if someone came up to
A
you at work
compliment in itself.
in general,
When I receive a compliment,
you're like you're
now
doing
that
too
I've
much.
been with Sean, being Puerto Rican, even before that, like not that I dated others, but that I would see them, a lot of compliments were being given, like any type of flirting. I just took it as like, oh, they're flirting. So I guess even now with Sean, because he compliments me so much, I just kind of take it as like, oh,
You're just trying to get in my
what
pants.
he does. Like, no, that's what you guys all do.
There
though.
ain't no trying.
Yeah.
It seems like we have the opposite problem though, because Randy rarely compliments, and that's the thing.
And we
Like
talked about
from
that.
the very beginning, Randy never was the type of person to be very like lovey-dovey. So I'm kind of used to it. But then if he goes to work and he's like telling other people, "Hey, you look pretty," or "Hey, I love your hair," I'm just like, "Dang."
You think he's just trying to get that survey though for that bonus?
Probably that
That's
EOS.
service, but
For you,
No.
Reina, that money for you though.
no, obviously, like I think in general, like
But I'm not a jealous person, so I guess it doesn't bother me to that extent. But it does make me feel like, dang, like, can I get a compliment
So
too?
you don't like people talking to him? You don't like him
When
talking
did I
to
say
people?
that?
So...
You can
Me
ask
too.
anybody at work.
No.
I'm the cool one.
and this is what I'm saying is in general, like for me, like at work, I can tell a lot of those compliments don't really mean that much to me. It's just like, hey, I like your dress. I just want to let you know you got a nice dress.
Because you Dominican.
That's all of it. Exactly.
Mhm.
That's all it is. For me, like, and again, maybe in the romantic side, I'm not very cheesy in that sense. I don't try to like, oh, I love you so much. Oh my God, you're like the best in this. I'm
That's
not like
exactly
that.
how that's exactly how I see you guys.
Right? So like for me, I almost feel like if I'm gonna tell my wife, hey, you look beautiful today, it's not just because you're just to say. Like I feel like at that point it's got all that emotional thing, and I'm not like that on a like every day. I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, your eyes light up my day today. You're so beautiful. I'm not that type. So
Reina's like, eso es lo que quiero.
I know,
do.
but that's what I'm saying.
That's my
like
my
me.
love language. My love languages is pretty much like what is it?
And
Attention.
then that Dominican Spanish though, isn't that what you
Oh,
want?
yeah.
Que no te dan.
Nunca me habla así.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, but I mean, and not, like Randy said, I'm not going out of my way. It's just at the moment, if I see it, it's like, okay, keep doing your thing, just to see the spirits lifted in a way and just going from there. It's not like I'm trying to jump in everyone's pants.
But
or
how would you
something.
feel if somebody somebody complimented Janet in front of you?
In front of me? Now that's where the
It's
disrespect.
When did it happen? my
Was I
friends?
not supposed to say that?
All right. So now you're gonna tell us about
I
that.
know.
What
I'm
happened?
like, can you tell the story?
It happened a couple times.
Damn.
Damn.
And you
All
didn't
right. Well,
meet
you
him up?
gotta.
There was one that was super awkward.
I don't remember these.
Well, the thing is, for Janet, she just said that any kind of compliment is too much.
Yeah,
Someone
like-
That's true, but
Maybe
this
they're
guy,
like, I like your
Like
ketchup.
what did he do? Like, hey, excuse me, can I please
nice
get ahead in
shoes.
the line? Like
I know.
what? Like
No, it was like something about like a cashier, and then I was standing there with Sean, and I was like giving him like a membership. It was probably at Costco or something like that. And the guy like straight up like grabbed my hand and just started having like a conversation with me, and I was like,
What's the game?
Okay,
It's like, hey,
well,
honey, I love your.
he was not.
Okay.
well, no, believe you and me. If I saw your hand being held,
No, my
As he
hand
was-
was not being held.
okay, well, you made it kind of sound like someone was holding your hand while having a conversation with you.
No.
I think I would have a problem with that.
This is what happened. She was
Them
giving
big box-
the card, and there was some difficulty in exchanging the card. And
See,
that
I
was-
don't remember that.
That
Maybe because I saw it, or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
I don't remember a time where a person in front of me and you are sitting here like, "Dang girl, you're looking good. Keep killing it." I don't remember.
Well, and
Those are
Not that
so
you don't deserve
awkward.
it. Not
That
that you
was
don't
awkward
deserve
too.
it.
I think like in Vegas too that happened. Like, and it was just super
But
awkward. And you're
if
like,
you-
you're
if
over
you
there just getting
were
checked
there
out.
and it happened, what would you do? Something simple. Hey, you're
Well,
beautiful.
Well, no, it depends because at the end of the day, like I said, I come from a place where everyone's always getting hollered at.
Bien dejados.
So you can't.
Hashtag dejados.
You can't get mad.
So I can't go out there and fight everybody.
No, like,
I can't get an
That's
argument
why I
with
feel like
everybody.
it's
Check this
you
out.
guys that do all those compliments.
So it's like,
And it's funny that you
normal
talk
thing.
about that, but like Reina is Puerto Rican, right? I'm Dominican, and it's very close culture wise. But when we went to the R, we got to we got in a motoconcho, which is like a motorcycle taxi type of thing, and the guy was flirting with her, and then she
I was
felt
scared for my life.
He's trying to get those papeles.
no, and
It's
she
cool.
felt like, oh, this guy's probably gonna rape me. I'm like, no, they're just super flirty. And then we
Nadie
get
quiere contigo,
we get to
dang,
where we
Randy.
were going, and like the people around there that I grew up with, like people that I saw around the neighborhood, they were like, yo, like I'm gonna take your girl. I'm like, yo, nigga, shut up.
Yeah,
But it's
I
just what it
wasn't
is. It's just
aware
She
that
don't
they were
want
talking
you.
about
Yeah.
me, and Randy just let that conversation happen.
No, but that's
How
like
did you not?
I'm
How
not
are you
gonna-
not aware? You guys speak Spanish so
yeah,
fast.
but I was just wasn't. I mean,
No,
they
'cause
said some slang and some stuff, and I'm just.
they were
like,
saying some things like,
what
yo,
are they
like
saying? Are they gonna take me?
I'm gonna keep
Is this
the
taken?
like this blonde's not leaving here today.
Yeah,
Of course,
blonde. I'm not
Reina's
blonde.
But in DR, obviously, because everybody's more in the like mulatto side of things, like anybody with like light skin like Reina, it stands out, and they call you like blondie or whatever, just kind of like almost in a flirty way as well. But then that's what would happen. They're
But
like,
Reina
oh,
was
like
out here with them curls in DR though.
I know, but they were
They
saying
still
things
trying
like,
to take me.
oh, like I'm like we're gonna keep her here, and I'm laughing because I'm like, yo, shut up. And I know you don't. I know they don't mean it like, yo, I'm gonna take your girl. No, they just we grew up together. I know you just shooting
Well,
fucking jokes around.
I don't know. I mean, in the area I'm talking about is like they probably will try to keep your girl.
No,
I
no.
don't know. So I mean, if they can, they will. But see,
Exactly.
that's my thing. That's why
But
that's why I don't get heated. I don't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can't get upset because I know.
Well, this
one,
is about people I don't even know. Like I'm talking about strangers on the block, whatever. They're gonna be catcalling. They all
Of course.
do, right? Or
But if
a
it's
lot of
somebody
them.
that you knew, what would you do?
No, well, it's different. It's kind of
If
like Randy. I
it's
just blow it off.
disrespectful, but like-
what, there's a line, and if it gets crossed, then we'll I don't have no problem meeting at the line.
Exactly because I
I'm
think
just
Luckily,
saying-
like your friends aren't creeps, babe.
Yeah, yeah, that's always helpful. I don't like to surround myself with
it really
creeps.
is.
No Garys.
But yeah, so like let's say we're walking down New York and all of a sudden some guy hollering, I'm gonna let it slide because it is. But if it's like in my face or in her face, and it's like okay, then we go a step further.
because I think, like you said, there's a line, and I think it happens the same at work or outside. There's lines and everything, right? Outside of work, there's no HR to worry about, so some things are gonna be a little bit more foul, but it still gets swept under the rug as like, oh, you're just fucking around, like it's whatever. But at work, obviously, you can cross that line when you start talking about physical things, like yo, like your ass is looking nice today. All right, my nigga, like
That's too much.
exactly. So I think there's
Like
a
right
line.
out here.
I think Janet was complimented at the grocery store, and I was around her. A guy was probably like, "Oh, hey, excuse me, you're in my way," and she's like, "Oh, he checked me out because he saw me in his way." I don't know.
No,
don't
it's
know.
only you
doing
Caribbean
the
people,
most.
not
Yeah,
other
like,
cultures.
Babe, he asked me to move. I can't believe he was checking me out.
I can't believe he
I
saw
don't
me.
No one wants me.
know. Okay, well,
No, but anyway, so now let's talk about people that expect every compliment, right? There's people that straight up get offended if you don't realize that they're wearing nice shoes. If you don't realize that they change their hair, like damn, like
I met
we're
a few.
Yeah, we're
Gosh,
supposed to be
yeah.
cool, and you can't even compliment my new hair, and you're like, damn, bitch, like let me compliment you when I notice it. You know, it's like
Or when it's a person you barely know. Let's say a person you work with or that works in the same company, and all of a sudden they did something different, and then they bring it up to you. Like, I barely know your name.
It's different with girls though. We compliment each other a lot.
Yeah. It's kind of like a conversation starter, like to break the
Like,
ice.
oh, your
Like,
hair
I
looks
love
cute
your hair.
today.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna say this in
No, I
general.
try to mean everything I say. Or I just don't say nothing. Like with babies, only if they're cute babies, I'm like, it's a cute baby.
Oh, that's
No.
true. No, but let me ask you this, right? Because, like you said, you guys or
No
us
compliments
girls,
for babies over here.
exactly. No, I think most babies are ugly. To be on the real, that's
Oh
another
my
topic for
goodness.
another day. There's some cute looking babies. Like someone
Like
at work
your
just had a baby.
Like your nephew.
Someone at work, Inez, just had a baby, and that baby is actually a very good looking baby. Not because he's half Dominican, but a very good looking baby.
Okay.
Like, no, for real.
Hashtag.
No, but you know, there's ugly babies out there, and I'm like, those I just don't comment. I don't say like, oh,
Right?
cute baby. I just like, oh, like congratulations on your baby.
Mhm.
You won't see me be like,
No,
he's so cute.
congratulations
Yeah,
on
I don't say
on your blessing.
congratulations. I don't say congratulations. I say good luck.
Good luck. No, but I'm saying that's a topic for another day. But you know, talking about that, you guys say, hey, you compliment each other just to start a conversation. What's so different in a workplace from a guy starting a conversation with a compliment? Hey, I like your hair.
I don't compliment men to start.
Yeah.
But you
to
just
start
said a minute ago
conversation.
that
unless
that's
you're
how
wearing
you
like
start.
a nice shirt.
Then what's the difference?
It's a
What do
nice
you mean there's a
shirt.
Why you
difference?
noticing their
If
shirt?
you compliment a
I'm
man,
thinking of like Sebastian when we were in Vegas last time when I was like, "Oh, it's a nice shirt," and you guys made your little.
I don't remember one
comment.
shirt he wore that was nice.
It was nice.
It's like Sebastian got no nice shirt.
You know,
I know.
Sebastian's not here, so I'm gonna defend him. He dresses nice.
Yeah.
No,
No,
I'm not
he
saying
doesn't.
he's a bad dresser. That's just one point. All of a sudden, Jan don't compliment nobody. All of a sudden, she wants to start complimenting.
Also, now
that's
you
what
getting
this
jealous.
is.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
No,
I
I'm
think
ju- I'm
that's
just
the
saying-
culture. I think that's
No,
the
no, I'm
culture
just saying-
divide
I'm
as
saying-
well.
No. What I'm saying is, you don't do it then. All of a sudden, you start.
Oh.
What's going on here?
Oh, okay. I can't change.
We gotta ask some questions.
There's,
She's like, I
there's
can't
some
better
questions
myself.
off air for sure.
No, but I don't know. For me, I think like in the workplace, yeah, of course, guys and girls are always gonna be different.
I think it's
But I'm
different for
saying-
you because you're a boss.
No, but
If
exactly.
you were a real
Hashtag
agent,
boss.
would you be like complimenting?
I used to compliment
girls?
people all the
Eres un
time.
dejado, es
Yes,
dominicano.
I always did.
Reina,
Even
this
as
is
an
what we're
agent.
talking
Yeah,
about.
no, I'm not gonna be like, oh damn girl, your ass look good in them jeans.
Exactly.
Or just
That's
be
too
like,
much.
oh, did you get new pants? Those are nice.
Oh,
There's two
new
different
pants.
things.
No, I know
Two
you
different
like
things.
ass. That I would feel some type of way.
Mhm.
It would be like Randy. Oh, is that a new top? And it's like cleavage all out, titties out, with
Nah,
some girl.
What? I mean,
I do like the
I would
tops.
feel some type of way. I ain't even
Wow.
with Randy. I'd be like, Rena.
No, but okay. So talking about
Oh my
people,
gosh, like the supervisor thing.
what's the supervisor
Remember?
thing?
Someone told me that Randy was out with some chick,
Oh,
and I was
I
like,
was
what?
just talking to her the other day, and I told her, I'm like, Jocelyn. It's like somebody saw you
and
at
I was like,
Costco,
who is
and I got called.
this?
Yeah, as my job responsibilities, I have to go shopping sometimes for snacks, and
I
someone
was
saw
like,
me out there,
"Donde?"
and Reina found out about it. But then it's
Through
nothing.
me. Someone told me.
You
I
act
told
like
Rena.
I was snooping or something. I was just called, okay?
No, but anyway, that was funny. All right, so at work, what's maybe the worst thing that you've seen someone do to try to get a compliment, or where you feel like they're doing too much, they're doing the most?
They leave the tag on the clothes. I feel like that was a lot in high school.
But you think that was intentional?
no,
or you
Yeah,
really
that was
forget?
intentional.
A workplace.
A
In a
workplace.
Yeah,
But you
workplace.
were they trying to return the next day?
Unless,
Sometimes
unless you
that's
work
the
at
situation.
school.
No. I work from home now.
Oh, I know.
She's like, I'm homeschooled.
No, I know.
No,
No,
so I work, or your previous jobs.
Mhm.
That's a weird question, baby.
No,
I feel
what
like
it is.
people would just throw
People-
things out there like, oh, I just went so
I
and so and
just
spent all this
came
money.
back from Hawaii.
Yeah, and you're like,
Oh,
oh,
I
that's
guess.
that's nice.
Congrats on
People
your
at
wedding.
work,
I
they're
didn't
like,
ask you.
Or
I
when they
just-
go on vacation, they want you to ask them about how their vacation was.
That's true. I think for
Really?
me, the biggest thing I think people do, and it comes mainly from girls, but it's when they try too hard with the provocative stuff. And for me, that becomes an HR thing, because then I gotta talk to you, be like, yo,
But
like,
I
you're
think
showing
that's
too
because
much.
you a boss. I don't feel like girls should be trying to like sleep with guys that make the same money as them at work. I don't see the
You're on my
the
same page.
motive.
Right? We can't.
Right.
No, but you just try.
I don't think anybody should try to be sleeping with you at all.
I think they try to. I don't think it's obviously in that reason.
I
But
don't
you
think
know,
people
there's all
should be
these
sleeping.
hotels there. You know, at your job, there's all
You
these
guys-
hotels around.
you guys
At
talk
least it
about,
could
like-
be at a hotel, not in the kitchen.
You guys talk about like my
cafeteria.
desk is the center desk, and everybody just tries to impress me. That's not how things work.
I don't know. I never went upstairs.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, you do see it, and obviously they do it for themselves in a way, but they also do it for, I mean, they may have a crush at work that they're trying to impress, and I feel like they do too much sometimes. Maybe that, what do you call it? Not V-neck.
Titties out.
Yeah, like,
The
it's just,
cleavage.
the cleavage just too much, and it's like, yo, you're trying too hard, or maybe
Some
the
people just can't help it, babe.
or the skirts are
Like
like,
me.
These
Anything
handicapped
that I wear
girls.
looks like I have cleavage.
no, but that's different. Like, because of course some people are gonna
Randy
show a
thinks that's
little.
different.
No, someone gonna show a little, and that's okay in a sense. But obviously, when you know when someone's trying too hard, I don't think it's like rocket science here. I
Well,
think
someone is like bending over.
Oh
and
my
You mean
gosh.
like you mean like
when
thong
girls don't have
straps on the
butts
hips?
and they be
yeah,
like
that
breaking their back.
Like you
That
get
cracks
you get
me up.
you get the snap from the thong,
a skirt
Where are you
that's all the
hearing all these snapping thongs from?
and it sounds like fucking snap.
No, but-
Oh.
no, but you have the skirts that are too short. You have the thighs or
Well,
leggings
we
or
wear
whatever that are
skirts
too
at
much.
work, though. All right. So, what's the worst compliment you've received, Janet?
I can't think of anything.
Like a bad compliment. You said any compliment.
Like a weird compliment. I've always been before
Just say
I
you
chipped my
receive bad
tooth.
compliments.
People were complimenting my teeth all the time. They're like, "Oh, you have nice teeth, a pretty smile," and I'm like, "Thanks." Is that the only thing? It was like,
Reina,
I
be
feel so
try.
sad. I'm like, how about my eyes?
Oh my gosh, I just thought of something. I remember it was like I was with a group of friends, and this was like back in the day, and I think it was like a bunch of guys, and it was just like a couple girls there, and one of the girls started saying, "Hey, like, do you guys find us hot or something like that?" And we were like, "Why are you asking them? Like, I don't care about them. Obviously, we're friends. Like,
Yeah.
you know." And it was something to the point where one of them was like, "Oh, I really like your face." Like to one of the girls, to me, yes. One of the guys was like, "Oh, I really like your face," and I was like, "Okay," I didn't even ask, and I was just like, "Whatever,"
Yeah.
you know. And then later on, like another guy came, and he said,
Look at her face.
It's like scary face.
Wait. So one of the guys complimented one of the girls and said, "Oh, you have beautiful eyes." Like that was
Mhm.
only compliment to her. And then one of the guys to me was like, "Oh, you have a really pretty face." And then another guy came and he was like, "Oh, well, at least they said your face, like not just your eyes." And we were just like, okay, because you guys are so good looking. But yeah, I think that was
I don't
it.
think it goes as like weird compliments, but I can tell, and this is probably for anybody that's got curly hair or any kind of ethnic look. But when people come up to you and they're like, "Oh my god, I love your hair,"
I love curly hair.
It's so ethnic. I'm like, what the fuck
Curly
does that even
hair.
mean? Like, because I've heard that, because it's cool if people are like, "Oh, I love your curly hair," and they want to play with it. I don't mind that. And I've had it enough where people are like, "Oh my god, your curls, they're so cool." Like, can I, and they
Who's
like,
molesting your head like that, Randy?
I know.
At work?
a lot of people.
I understand where Raina's coming from.
No,
Mm.
a lot of people. But what I'm saying is, especially when I have
I
really
feel
long
like
hair.
I kind of molest Rena's hair, but I don't. It's not that type of molestation.
But that's gonna be the craziest, well, not the craziest, but like the
they
weirdest
just come and like
compliment.
massage your scalp type
No,
of thing.
not that. But when they make it almost uncomfortable, where they're like, "Oh, your hair is so ethnic," I'm like, "What the fuck does that even mean?" It
You know
feels
when
like
like they go and
you mean
like pull
different
your
from you,
hair.
bitch?
exactly different from the
Like,
white plane. Like
non-straight.
it's just that's weird to me because I feel like you're going out of your way to make it clear that I'm different.
I beg, no, bitch. I still think you're racist.
Which I am
No,
different.
I don't think
Which
they
I am
take it
different.
like that
I'm the
because
shit.
I like curly hair, but I won't like go and like grab someone's
But
hair.
would you tell somebody-
I will call them a curly hair hoe,
Yeah.
but I love curly
She has
hair.
done
It's
that 3 times
because I
tonight,
want
guys.
curly hair.
No, but would you tell somebody like, "Oh my god, like your hair is so like Asian," like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
no, I wouldn't. I don't.
Hold up.
I
Did
don't
you say
it in a.
did you say Haitian or Asian?
regardless, I said Asian, but
I don't
just
say it in a discriminatory manner.
No, but that's what I'm saying. When they say it, like your hair is it's so ethnic.
Yeah.
I feel like you made it weird. You could have been
Yeah.
like, "I love your curly hair." That would have been great.
Yeah.
You want to play me with my hair? Go
I
ahead.
agree.
I don't mind. But just like when you go out of your
Was
way
this
to make
before or after marriage?
it,
Like,
still
you wanna play
happens
with
all
my
the
hair?
time. Oh, they still play with
okay.
my hair today.
Oh,
People.
yeah.
With your ethnic hair.
Close friends at work. Fabian does it.
Baby.
He's like, I love your Haitian hair.
Fabian's awesome though.
He is awesome. No, for real. So, all right. So, what else are we gonna talk
I'm
about?
sure like the best compliment you've received is probably like, "Oh, you're such a good dancer."
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I would always
that's
hear those
thunder. I get it a
compliments
lot.
going
It's
to
not
Randy.
Oh,
Back in the day.
there's some good compliments that can't be said on there apparently anymore. So
What is it? What is it?
he said,
I
"What
can
is
edit it.
What is
We can see.
The buy the car. What is it? Buy the car. Field?
I never did
Oh,
nothing
no.
by the cars.
By the field
By the
behind the car.
It was a church apparently.
I wasn't there. I heard.
All right, leave us in the comments. We want to hear what are the
we
craziest
should
comments.
compliment each other.
Oh, I love your hair.
But I really do love Rena's hair though.
was
Like
so,
I
like,
want
sad.
it.
No, but all right, guys. No, but for reals, I want to see what you guys have heard us like compliments, maybe weird compliments. Leave it in the comments. What are some cool compliments? What's crossing the line? Anything like that. We want to hear what you guys think about the topic as well. Let us know below. So for our next segment, we're gonna do what we call the 3, 2, 1. And for those of you guys that are new to the podcast, what it is each of us are gonna talk about one thing that we felt was the most impactful thing just that we saw this week, whether it was something that surprised us, something that we thought was cool, something that we thought was disgusting, and we just want to bring it up so people avoid it. I don't know, something that was like, damn, I can't believe that happened this week. So I'll start, I'll get it started, and that way we can you guys can think about what you're going to talk about next. But one thing for me that was impactful was just all this, like, again, out of like nowhere, everybody talking so much about the Kardashians, and I don't give a crap about the Kardashians. But just for me, I just like, man, like, is this gonna be relevant forever? Like, it made me think, like, am I gonna be 49 and we gotta worry about what Kim did and what Khloe did now, and just whoever,
what the casket looks like.
Exactly. Like, it just, for me, I'm like, yo, can we just be over with that? And I just don't get why they're still relevant. And it just, I don't know. For me, it was kind of like, not from like hating, because cool, you're doing your thing, you're getting money, congratulations to you, but I just don't get why, as a society, we just keep coming back to the Kardashians as if they're doing something for us. I don't know, that was for me. So my little rant moment, I guess, and something that was impactful for me this week, so put it out there.
Something that was impactful for me was, I think it was on the Shade Room that I read something about an interview with Cardi B and why she stayed in her relationship after, I guess, being publicly cheated on or whatever. I don't know, I just thought it was interesting and also, I guess, a good trait from her end to try to work it out. Because the easy thing would be to just leave the relationship, but if they care about each other.
I agree, Raina.
And if they want to work it out, I just don't think it's anybody else's business, and, to be like, oh, like, you should leave him, or...
Oh, did you not read the rest of it?
I didn't read the whole interview, but I was just like, everybody's just in the comments, like, making it such a negative thing, and I'm just like, let them live. Like, if these were two regular people down the street, would you really care if they were still...
Oh, no, Raina, she basically said that she cheated back.
Yeah, I read that part. It's like, oh, you don't know what I did type of thing, so I'm just like, just let them be. And if she wants to work it out, I feel like that's good, because I feel like normally people nowadays just want to, I guess, give up on one thing and then just go to the next, and I don't think that's right.
Yeah, no, that's true. I think it's kind of interesting to see. Obviously, they're in the public eye, so everybody's going to have to comment. Everybody's going to know what's best for them because they see it publicly. But I think it happens
to...
They
see what people choose to put out there. They don't even know what's really happening.
But, but everybody feels like they know what's best for Cardi B or Offset or whoever it is that she's talking about in this relationship that she decided to work out. So, cool. Next, Sean, what's one thing that was impactful for you?
All right, so we are living in a time where we saw a basketball player do something no one has ever done. 30,000 points, 8,000 rebounds, 8,000 assists.
LeBron James.
His name is LeBron James, the king of basketball.
Does he have a middle name?
I don't know. I'm not that tied up in all that. I mean, maybe Sebastian will know.
I'm not
Sebastian,
that big of a
comment
fan.
below or hit us up. No, but yeah, so it's amazing because we always want to downplay him and like he's not the best or hasn't been, or we always put people ahead of him, and that's fine because everyone has their own opinions and Michael, Kobe, all these guys, but we still gotta list him as one of the greats. He just did something that nobody has done. Basketball's been around for a long time for people that don't know. And he just did a record that not even Michael or Kobe or Shaq or any
one
of these guys
thing,
did.
and I think it's amazing that he did that. I do think LeBron James was one of the best players to ever play the game. So, cool.
Something that impacted a little bit of my thought process this week was an episode of Black Mirror. It's on Netflix. It was an episode about, they didn't really dive into what exactly the episode was in Black Mirror. It's a weird show that I love. But it was something about a lady going to extreme lengths to get something for a child. And it was her and 3 other people. They end up all dying. And then at the very end, you find out that she was trying to get a teddy bear for the child.
Damn, that's crazy.
And it just makes you think like, oh, it's one little thing that you give up so much for somebody. But I don't know, maybe the kid, feels really good. Not happy that they died, but they really went out of their way to try to help me for something so small. And
dang. So 3 people died trying to get this teddy bear. Was it like the last one on Earth, or like that was?
That's what it seemed like. It seemed like an end of the world, like Book of Eli type of situation. Okay. And they were like going into a warehouse, and it was machines like hunting them down.
It's almost like a Book of Eli / Terminator type of feel to it. And just like what Jenna was saying, it was more like there was an objective. There was a objective. Yeah,
that was trying to be met.
And they sacrificed themselves for that small little object that seemed like for the person it was going to have a big impact.
Because they don't say that until the end.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
so the whole time you're like, what are they really trying to get? Like, are they trying to get medicine or like codes to like a nuclear
And it was like a teddy bear in a box.
Yeah.
How did they die?
Well, you have to watch it.
We gotta watch the episode
All right, I'll
tonight,
watch it,
Raina
I'll
and
watch it.
Randy tonight.
All right, so spoiler alert.
We'll be the first ones to watch this episode.
They die. They're
They
dead.
die. Everybody
Watch
fucking-
it. They die. Even though you know they die, you don't know when they die, though.
You
That's
don't.
true. No, and that's the thing with Black Mirror. I feel like you can tell somebody about the episode, and then they watch it, and it's like, oh
That's
shit,
not what
this
you
is
said.
something
Did
crazy.
you see that meme though that I posted with that guy that he was in a pool and all of a sudden there's like no getting out and it's like Black Mirror.
Yeah,
I love memes.
that's crazy. No, Black Mirror is a great show. Check it out, Netflix. We may just watch an episode after this. But anyways, so those were the impactful things of our week. So comment below what are some things that were impactful to you. That way maybe we can look it up, maybe read up a little bit more about it and talk about it next time. But yeah, to close off the episode, Raina's going to do the people's note, and Raina's going to tell us what that is. So
All right, guys. The people's note of today is compliment people. Magnify their strengths, not their weaknesses.
except at work, because we can't be going at work apparently.
I like that.
No, that's actually pretty good. So compliment people, and that's why you do it, to bring people up.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Well, anyways, thanks for joining us today for episode 9 of the Great People Podcast. Again, make sure you follow us on IG, Great People Podcast, on Twitter, Great PPL Podcast. Subscribe if you haven't. Comment below. Share it with your friends. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you don't like. And yeah, if you want to be a guest, also hit us up. Let us know what are some topics you like to talk about. Shout out to everybody that supports the show. Shout out to Joma, who just let us know today.
Joma.
Yeah, that she's
Thanks
been
for your
listening.
support.
Yeah, we appreciate you. Thank you for letting us know. And if you have any feedback, anything, let us know. But special shout out to everybody that supports us. And
And a special shout out to Janet and Sean for helping us tonight.
yeah, for sure. So,
While Sebastian is having the time of his life in peace.
anyways. But yeah, thanks everybody. Thanks for joining us. Cut.